Hello, 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 and welcome to Nana's Crochet Ideas. I am your host, Terry, and today I'm going to try to make this quick and show you what I've been working on so far in the month of January. Now, the first thing is this pocket shawl. It's a hooded pocket shawl that I made. It was for Lottie, the challenge that Lottie and I had that started in December. I finished it in January, so this is my first, and there's the pockets. So it is I use Caron Crystal Cakes, and it is, the color is rattan. And it has a cable stitch in it. It is crocheted. I really like it. I will insert a picture here of my lovely model who's modeling it for us. Okay, so thank you, Madison, for modeling that for me. Then, as always, I've been working on some hats. So I've got this one that is reversible into this pattern on the inside. I've got this hat, which is just this one yarn on both. I've got this hat, which is green on the inside and brown on the outside, or vice versa. And then I've got this hat, and I have this hat with a matching scarf, and I've got this hat here, which is just this color. So those are my hats. I try to work on hats regularly. Here's another hat, sorry. This is a striped hat. It's the same yarn on the inside. Of course, the striping is going to be a little bit different, but it's the same, basically the same thing. So those are my hats and a scarf. Oh, here's another hat, and here's another hat. So I'm doing both crochet and knitted hats, so I've got both of them. Then I'm working on blankets. That is the majority of what I'm working on this month. I am occasionally taking a break and doing a hat and or scarf, but mostly it's blankets. Now this blanket is a huge blanket. This is several yarns. This is tent sale yarn that I got from Spin Right. So it was a humongous ball. And then this is some, I believe this is a forest, some kind of forest. I love this yarn that I got from Lottie. And this one is a teal and green, I believe. Also, I love this yarn that I got from Lottie. So this blanket measures approximately 60 by 80. And then I used the same pattern and made this blanket here with, what is this? Mainstay yarn and a big ball of yarn. I don't know what kind of yarn it was. Then we have this blanket, which is my shell blanket that I showed before. And this is only this big, not that big, but big enough. So I've got that blanket, and that is using Serenity Chunky in the colorway 7 Seas and Treasure. So the lighter color is Treasure, and the darker colors, which would be this dark blue, the purple, the teal, this darker teal, and the black, which I really didn't like the black in it, but I like the other colors, so. And then Treasure is the lighter ones here with the white. Okay, then I did this blanket, which is huge. Now this blanket is really huge. This is using, all three of these colors are the tent sale yarn from Student Right. You can see that this is a big blanket. In fact, this is probably the 60 by 80 blanket, not the other one. I didn't measure them all, but okay. And then here I did a corner to corner. This again is the tent sale, as is this dark one, and the cream in the middle is a yarn I got from Lottie. Maybe Red Heart. So that's corner to corner blanket. And then I've got this shell blanket again in these beautiful colors. This was the yarn that Lottie sent me. That was the flamingo. So the primary color is flamingo. I am using, and that was a, I don't remember who it was from, but the colorway I know was flamingo. The other colors that I have in here, just a little tiny bit of them, are scraps of my Eversoft that I used on some of the other blankets. And then the outside, this here is an Eversoft, and this color was, it's not cream, and it's parchment. That's what they called it, parchment. I thought it was a nice color to kind of tone down the flamingo color, which is so bright. So there's this blanket too. And then I did not work on this one this month. This is an old one that I had already that I made out of parfait that is to go with these. So that's what I've been working on for the month of January. And we are just barely halfway past the halfway mark. I think today is the 21st when I'm recording this, which is a little ahead of when you're going to see it. But those are my projects. That's what I've been working on, what I've been doing. I will continue making blankets. I love making Afghans. That is probably my favorite thing to make. And I love changing the stitches, so I'm going to continue on that. The blankets are going to go to the Ronald McDonald House in my area, and well, it's not exactly my area, it's like 2 hours away, but it's close enough. And the hats, I'm just making them, you know, like one a day. Right now my machine is down, but I'm making about 1 or 2 a day, and so that I have a nice collection. When it's time to send them out, I have them ready to go. All right, so those are the things that I've been working on. I have not been doing any knitting this month. Maybe I should do that next. Maybe I should knit up a blanket. I know it takes me longer to knit than it does crochet, but I'm doing really well on my challenge, so maybe I'll knit a blanket next. Okay, so let's go to our blessing. For today, we are in a new section of the book, and this section is comfort. And our verse is, "Do not be afraid, because I have saved you. I have called you by name, and you are mine." That is from Isaiah 43:1. So that is your verse for today. May God bless you today and every day. Have a wonderful few days, and I will see you again real soon. All right, thank you. Bye now.